My name is Noam. I'm from SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb is a web company that helps marketers grow and win in the online marketing world. We basically solve a major problem of understanding what your competitors are doing in the digital world, what's working for them, what's not working for them, how do they grow, what people are doing in their website or in their mobile app. And we're working with Fortune 500 companies, with startups. We really love to help people grow and win in the digital world. Before joining SimilarWeb, I was CEO of a company called TapDog. We were actually competing with SimilarWeb, and then SimilarWeb acquired us. I became head of innovation and head of US operations for SimilarWeb. And since then, I'm working with a lot of companies, advising them about their marketing strategy, about how to win and how to grow, and having a lot of fun. When you're starting with social media, you gotta have a goal in mind. What exactly are you trying to do? Don't just try to do social media for the sake of it, because you want to get more users, you want to get them to buy something, you want to retain them, you want to remind them that you're there, you want to promote an event. What do you want to do? And then, after you decide what you want to do, you need to associate it with the content that you're creating. And I can't stress it enough how important it is to correlate your voice, the context, the content, and the actual platform. So let's say that you're a small startup that is trying to sell clothing. Does it make sense to you to be present on LinkedIn and keep updating there? The medium sometimes is more important than the actual message. One more thing is localization. Let's say that you have a huge user base in Brazil, or in China, or in India, or in Russia. There are specific social networks that exist there, and they are more popular than Facebook. You want to have presence there because you can acquire a lot of users from there. Obviously, you need to use the language that they speak in those countries, but the ROI on using those social networks can be amazingly high. Another thing is to treat websites like Stack Overflow or GitHub or even Reddit like social network. Because if you have a presence there that you keep maintaining and you keep posting interesting stuff, you're educating or entertaining your users, people will keep exploring who is this user, who is the present, who is the company behind this amazing social present, and you'll get even more value for your money, for your efforts, than you will get on Twitter, on Facebook, or Tumblr, or wherever you're being present today. One of the most important things when you're doing your content marketing strategy is, first of all, don't look at the process as creating content or creating inventory. That's a recipe for failure, because you don't want just to create content for the sake of it. You want to create stuff that people will actually like. And the best way to do something like that is to try to imitate the way a newspaper works. You want to get interesting content, something that keeps people intrigued, something that people would like to read, and then produce it. Don't measure your content creators based on number of words. Measure them based on the engagement that they can create after they publish their content. And not everything will get the same thing, the same number of likes, clicks, whatever you would like to measure it with. But eventually, that's the best steady way to measure the success of a content marketing strategy. Another example of great content marketing strategy is Buffer, for example. Buffer is a B2C2B company, basically, that gives you the ability to schedule your tweets, schedule your Facebook updates, and schedule your social activity. And their blog, which is one of the most popular blogs in tech, has nothing to do with their product. It has something to do with productivity, with being transparent with your employees, with being a better person. And people that don't even know that they have a company, that they have a product, keep following this blog. And this works amazingly. One of the things that we do at SimilarWeb and we did in TapDog is following the activity of companies, following what's going on the internet. And the best way to understand what you want to write about, what kind of content you want to create, is checking it out. So one of the things that we do in SimilarWeb in order to create content that engage people is to track the trends that are currently happening on the internet. if it's the Ashley Madison breach, or if it's Netflix, what people are watching on Netflix today, new products, new investments, the Pope visit to New York, whatever. And we write blog posts about it. We create content about it because we see that people care about it. And then, if people see the content that we create and they want to share it because they want to feel smarter, because they want to educate their friends, or they want to entertain them, that's a huge win. Because every blog post like that, let's imagine if we're a startup, we need to be scrapey. We need to not use a lot of resources and get a lot of traction. We need huge ROIs. So we invest a lot of time in creating the content, in crafting it. But that investment in understanding what people care about, understanding the specific medium, the specific timing, and the specific context that we're going to release this content is everything for us. Another example is E24. Before they sold to Yelp and also after, they have an amazing blog. They are the best in entertaining people. I think the blog is called Sriracha Tales or something like that, and they are using it for rants about food and just bragging about new stuff that they did. And they entertain their users in such a way that you feel better when you're sharing some of their content. This is amazing.